Right now I'm in the mood to do some work, so I'm gonna get some work done today. So this right here is a box fan stand. I got this, I believe, last fall on Facebook Marketplace. I paid, I think, 20 bucks for it. There was a fan with this. It was a 60s or 50s Lasco 4-blade. It was, I believe, branded as Windine. I mainly wanted the stand. The fan was kind of beat, so I ended up giving that fan away to a private collector in Canton. So I still have this stand here. The stand's a bit worse for wear, so I'm going to try to get it cleaned up a few spots. But I want a box fan on a stand to use in the house, in the basement, and maybe just out here or just even around outside, because I got rid of both my mobile airs. So right here is a Lakewood P-23. This one's a Country Aire branded one. This one's from 1974. This was my first Lakewood I ever owned, or at least vintage Lakewood. And this fan here, I love this fan. This thing runs really good. So I'm gonna get the pins on the side. I'm gonna pop those out. I'm gonna put it on this stand, and then I'm gonna also try to find some little caps for this. I might even go as far to try to repaint the stand. Now the stand is a bit bent up at the bottom. As you can tell, that leg there's bent in a bit more, and this wheel's kind of bent backwards a little bit. I'll try to bend this back all into shape how it's supposed to be. The fan was originally installed on these two parts. I have the hardware right here that holds the fan on, and I have the fan there. Majority of this process is just going to be removing these grills and putting the grills back on the fan. So the first part is we're just going to remove the front grill from the fan. And then after that, I'm going to pop out the little things on the side, the little plastic pieces. I'm going to save those and probably put them on another fan that doesn't have those already. And we'll just go from there. These grills are pretty knackered, and I am going to be using the wrong tool for this, which is a impact gun. But kind of want to get this done, so we'll remove all of this. At one point in time I attempted to fully restore it. This screw here, I know for sure the plastic's cracked on and it fell off. And then when I put this grill set back on, I'm going to use either an electric screwdriver or just a normal hand-powered screwdriver. Honestly, it might take the same length of time to go inside and grab a hand-powered screwdriver as it is to get a hand-powered screwdriver from the other side of the garage. And then I dropped a screw. This blade has a bit of dust on it, which I don't know why, because I didn't put that many hours on this fan all over the summer, but yeah. So the motor clean. Motor could do to be serviced as well. Oh, that's going to be nice. I'll probably have to do a motor service on this fan then. Get this thing taken apart and get it cleaned up. I'm going to remove both of those. Just pop them right out. Should be that simple, I don't know. It's going to be a bit confusing to get this fan pretty much just up here and positioned onto this thing. So, have one of our spacers. There's a few bolts, lock in a lock nut. I mean, a few nuts and a nut and a lock nut. And then this, which actually goes the other way, because this kind of, no, it does. So it goes this piece. Yeah, so this goes in first, then this goes against here, and then it's the fan. Move that grill over here so it doesn't get fall on the floor and get. Don't want that. Knackered. that is just on there. That on. And then we can work on the other side. These bolts are on like real tight. And we just bolt those on like so. I feel like there should be a washer between these. Let me look to see if I have a some small thin washers. If not, I think I might have something that has some. We'll come back. So I've gotten these. These are rubber washers. These might not be the right thing to use, but we're going to try them anyway, because it's better than using nothing. I also feel like I'm going to have better results if I use the lock washers instead. So I'm going to actually use these. And what I'm going to do is I'll get a set of vice grips on there, and that will hold that in a lot better. This one here on this side, I think I maybe even over tightened it to the point where it bent the case a little bit. So I'm going to get some tools in the store. So it seems like it just slides within those plastic things. That's what I wanted it to do. I'm going to have to come back into this fan at some point in time in the future to get everything cleaned up before I really decide to go ahead and use this fan over the summer. Get a screwdriver, and then I'll start with the reassembly of the front grille. I don't want to over tighten these because I'm kind of afraid of cracking the grill. The grill on this fan is actually in good condition. The top corner is a bit cracked too because this fan fell one time. That screw there, that screw hole there seems to be a bit knackered. The screw just went right through there. I'll test this fan for the heck of it. It's going to run the same as it always did, but this fan hasn't really been featured so much in a while. So, I'm also going to attempt to bend back out the stand. It's probably going to require me going outside onto a flatter surface because this garage floor is just all messed up. Ta-da! This is set to the off position. Just like how this fan has always been, very quiet, and it's moving a lot of air. Very good fans these are. Definitely say the stand is nowhere near perfect with this leg here. So, actually, that might just be a fact of this being loose, but we'll bend that outward a bit more. That looks a bit better. That back wheel's crooked, so I'll have to mess with that. This thing looks really nice on the stand. And I just stepped in a puddle. Honestly, the stand not being in good condition doesn't look too bad because this fan isn't in the best of condition. You can see it has its scrapes and blemishes. It looks very interesting on the camera. Yeah, it's gonna definitely need the motor cleaned. You can see here, this is the part I talked about where the grill on it was just snapped. The back grill on this fan is just not really in the best of condition anymore. Handle's been snapped too. I broke that past winter. It's like negative something degrees outside. Went to move it and then yeah, that broke. You don't think they make a fan that's this quiet this day and age, at least for the airflow it has. Definitely a cool piece though.